Good afternoon. Welcome to the February 4th, 2025 Finance Committee meeting. I'd like to ask the public and the staff to turn off cell phones or put them to vibrate or mute so that we can not be disturbed. When making public comment, clearly identify yourself. To make public comment online, use the raised hand function online. In person, approach the podium and please turn on the microphone. There will be no additional business that will be discussed at the completion of the agenda. Clerk, please read the first item.
Number 11B, lease agreement between the City of Cheyenne and the Girl Scouts of Montana and Wyoming for 45.93 acres of city-owned real property located near the former Round Top Water Treatment Facility to be used for the purposes of conducting activities consistent with the bylaws and articles of incorporation of the Girl Scouts of Montana and Wyoming, revenue to the city.
Is there a staff report?
Mr. Chair, Jason Sanchez, Community Rec and Events. This is a partnership we've had with the Girl Scouts for many decades. We put a 1-year contract on this one just because we're waiting to see what the action is at the legislature in regard to our potential partnership with the state. The Girl Scouts of Montana have used the Camp Carefree area for, again, many decades. They take good care of it, and in lieu, they pay $100 a year for use and help with maintenance. And I'll stand by for questions, and I believe we have a representative from the Girl Scouts of Montana online.
Mr. Roybal?
Mr. Claiborne, do the Girl Scouts still utilize it as much as they used to?
Mr. Chair, through you, that is correct. They use almost all 49 acres.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes?
through you, probably more for the representative for the Girl Scouts, but what do we receive from Montana not in exchange wouldn't be the word, but do the Girl Scouts of Wyoming have a place up in Montana that is similar to this that they're able to use?
Yes, we have, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear
Yeah.
you. Can you just identify yourself, please?
We have a Girl Scout camp in Casper, Wyoming. We have one in Red Lodge, Montana, and we also have one out in Butte, Montana. And we use the camps regularly, mainly in the summertime.
Hey, Mr. Chair, to you, one final question about, we talked the other day about trails on the Belvoir and having groups come out there to help maintain those trail systems. Is that something that the Girl Scouts would be interested in doing?
Absolutely. I know they're involved with, planting trees and doing different tasks out there. I would definitely get you in touch with our representatives out there. And I'm up in Billings, Montana, but we do have quite a few service units and troops down there that are always looking for different tasks that they would be able to help out with in that surrounding area out there where Camp Carefree is. So absolutely.
Okay, great. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Any public comment? I think we had our public comment on Zoom, correct? Okay, are there any questions from the committee?
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve an amount of $100 for 1 year for from the Girl Scouts of Montana and Wyoming.
Second.
Who was the second?
Second.
Mr. Moody made the recommendation, and the second was Mr. Escabel. Any questions for anyone? Hearing not, may we have a vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Next item, please.
Number 12A, contract modification number 1 to contract number 8070 with the Wyoming Department of Health Aging Division to provide transportation support services to persons 60 years or older under the Title 3B program grant for fiscal year 2025 from 3B Division on Aging Grant.
Craig Bloy, Public Works. This is revenue positive to the city. They have decided to give us $10,192 more dollars for the grant program, and I recommend approval.
Thank you.
Through you, Mr. Chair. Does that mean you can come and get Escabel, me and Laybourne and bring us to the meetings?
Through you, Chair, I would have to see some driver's licenses and some IDs to prove that you young men are over 60.
Like, what else do you need?
Maybe
I don't think
passports.
I don't qualify. No, I don't qualify.
I see that we have a representative from Transit here. Would you like to introduce yourself and explain your relationship to this?
Good afternoon. My name is Erin Johnson. I am the new transit director for the Cheyenne Transportation Program. This was actually done prior to my start date with the city of Cheyenne. And so I'm still kind of learning all the ins and outs of the 3B grant program, but learning quickly with it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Any public comment? Hearing none, could we have a motion?
Chairman, I move to approve the amount of $10,190.
Second,
Moved by Mr. Royball, seconded by Mr. Escabel. Any questions or comments from the committee? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Any opposed? The recommendation for Monday's meeting will be to approve an amount of $10,192. Next item, please.
Number 13E, consideration of bid number S-11-25 for an agreement between the City of Cheyenne and Academy Sports Turf Incorporated for the Pioneer Park Baseball Field Synthetic Turf Replacement Project from one-time state distribution funds, community facility fees.
Mr. Chair, Jason Sanchez, Community Rec and Events. As described, this is, the project is to replace the synthetic infield at Pioneer Park. If we have your approval today and Monday, City Council, our project completion date is the end of March. We might go into the first week of April if we have inclement weather, but our goal is to have this completed before the season starts. With changes in technology and different fibers that they use, we anticipate the life of this new synthetic turf lasting 15 to 20 years. Two funding sources again are one-time state distribution funds and community facility enhancement fees. And I'll stand by for questions.
Mr. Chair, the company we award these to, they'll come in, tear it out, redo everything and then replace.
Mr. Chair, through you, that is correct. We will repurpose the existing turf. We'll move that over into our bullpens. But they will come and do all the work you just described.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Yes,
So the area behind first and third base lines, all the way to the backstop fences, both sides, that's also the part of it?
Mr. Chair, through you, that is correct. Everything else within the red boundary.
Okay. And how many different teams play there?
Oh, Mr. Chair, through you, I don't know off the top of my head, but almost
team.
every high school age baseball team and adult baseball team plays at Pioneer.
So you do have an idea of roughly how many games a year are played on that field?
Mr. Chair, through you, I will get that information for you.
But this is nightly
It's daily use.
and daily? Quite a bit, huh?
Tournaments, weekends, multiple games on the weekends.
How long do you expect the turf to last?
Between 15 and 20 years, Mr. Chair, through you.
That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
thank you. Is there any public comment? Hearing no public comment, may I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move to accept the bid in the amount not to exceed $212,700.
I'll second.
Moved by Mr. Escabel, seconded by Mr. Moody. Any discussion from the committee? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The recommendation for Monday's meeting will be accept the bid in the amount not to exceed $212,700. No more items on the agenda, so we are adjourned.